Welcome in, my friends, to Sparkle Haven at Crystal Cove Community Village. My name is Lazy Retired Granny, and I'll be your hostess for about the next hour while we lay down some drills, we gab, we do some show and tell, all that good stuff. So today is Saturday, the 8th of November, 2025. The time is 4:33 a.m. here in still dark, not raining, Salem, Oregon. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. There we go. And beside me, I have my hot half and half coffee with French vanilla creamer. And today is the last day, sad face, for the haunted house wax melts from Miss Southern Belle. So tomorrow we'll start something new. I'm going to take some coffee. So I am laying down drills on my weekend retreat, which is the one from Hobby Lobby. I'm working sideways. So I did this bottom, and now I'm doing this side. Yep. Okie dokie smoky. Let's see. I have to put on my readers. There we go. We're off and rolling. And I think I'm going to do the U's. I've only got a couple of those. If I can find them. 24. Well, yesterday we were not going to believe what happened. Oh my gosh. So my son across the river called and asked if I could take him to Fred Meyer's to grocery shop because he said they had a lot of good deals and he was running low on food. So I said, okay. Luckily, I had completed my vacuuming, my mopping, cleaning up the kitchen. I had some ham, and so I said, all right, I will be there. I said about noon. How's that? And I don't know, I was super duper tired. Nope, wrong color. But I thought, well, maybe that'll perk me up a little bit. And yeah, wore myself out vacuuming and mopping the floors and other things that I was doing around here. So I thought, well, as long as I'm going there, I have to pass through the bottle drops. So I will take back, we have 2 bags of bottles, so I'll take those back. So David said, oh, we need more sacks and stickers. And I said, okay. So I got the 2 bags, put them in the car, and grabbed my knitting bag because I didn't need to go into the store. There wasn't anything that I needed. And so I dropped the stuff off at the bottle drop, and then I had to go inside to get the sacks and sacks and stickers, labels, whatever. So you do that out of the machine. Well, I forgot to ask David what his secret number was. So I called him and he goes, oh, he said, I can't remember. So we tried some different combinations and that didn't work. So I went up to the desk and she gave them to me. So David's going to have to figure out what his code number is. And then I went and picked up my son. And he went into Fred Meyer's. I sat out in the car and did some knitting. And I kept falling asleep. Good morning, Ellie. Of course, she has to say good morning to everybody and Jim. She's saying, good morning, Jim. How you doing? Now she's licking my arm and I can't lay down drills. All right. She never wants her breakfast or anything until I start filming. Oh, brother. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, I made it back. So she's had her breakfast of champions, which is her chicken and meds. And her meds, I have a pill cutter and I cut them up in small pieces. Well, unfortunately, that broke yesterday. So I also have a pill crusher. So I thought, well, I'm going to try that out today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fool her or not. But, man, that crusher really works good. The crusher. But I put it on her, mixed it in with her food. She gobbled it right down. So that's working better than the cutter. Yeah, so we'll be using that from now on. And she ate the rest of her chicken, so I had to start her. I got some chicken going for her. And I have my laundry going, so you might hear that in the background. So anyway, my son across the river, I took him to Fred Meyer's, and he just lives down the street. You know, it takes all of about 5 minutes to get there. So he went in and was doing his grocery shopping, and lost my wax. He was in there, I don't know, about an hour. And he came out, loaded his groceries all up. I took him back home. He took his groceries in, and I said, all right, I'm out of here. Because I don't know, I was just super tired. And so luckily, the traffic was super light coming home. And so I made it home in no time. So I was home like about 2 o'clock. So I let Ellie outside. And I said, Ellie, I'm going to lay down. I am just tired. Let's cuddle on the couch. So I turned on the TV, and that's the last I remember. And that was probably about 2:30. And then I woke up, and I don't know if I turned the TV off in my sleep or what, but the TV was off. And it was 10 o'clock. Okay, this isn't good. Yeah, I had slept 8 hours. Up, and she's back. I guess she has more secret messages for everybody. Hey, Ellie. Oh, did you need kisses? All right. Give me a kiss. All right. So, it was funny when I got up to get her breakfast. I got up and she had laid her ball in my lap. And it went bouncing across the room. I hadn't noticed that she did that. So, yeah, so then I woke up and it's like, okay, I can't go to bed because now I'm not really tired. You know, I was, yeah, so I thought, well, okay, we're on a different schedule here for the next few days. So I started the coffee. I guess it's time to start my day. And I did a few things around here, and then I watched Miss Southern Belle. She had a couple. Oops. She went shopping. She did a live, so I watched that. And then she did, was that an Amazon unboxing? And Mike had a couple videos, so I watched those. And then it's like, I was kind of getting tired, and I thought, well, am I going to be able to go to sleep or not? So it was probably about 1-ish. She's eating her kibbles over there. She must have gotten hungry. So I went to bed. Ellie was out for the count. She never woke up the whole time that I was awake. So, well, I'll try to read. I read a few pages, and I was getting tired, so I turned off my reader, and that was probably, I would say, about 1:30. And then I slept till 3:30. I got back up. I thought, well, I need to take a shower because my son and I are going to Costco at 10:30. And he's in a big project over there. He is rebuilding computers that he has. And apparently he had to buy some parts, a motherboard, and I don't know, it's confusing to me, but he bought my older grandson for Christmas I don't know what it is, a driving simulator game. It's huge. And unfortunately, it wouldn't work with their system. So that's why he's rebuilding the computers. Yeah, he's got a couple that he's rebuilding. So anyway, more parts are coming in today, and so he says, well, let's go to Costco at 10:30. He said, I really don't need anything, but I need to get Ellie her dog food, and unfortunately those are 40-pound. Oh, just a minute. I bet that's his parts from Amazon. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, that wasn't for David. That was for my daughter-in-law upstairs. So I directed him upstairs to make his delivery. Yeah, it's the deliveries from Amazon. They actually deliver at all hours. They've been here as early as, well, as far as I know, 3 in the morning. But they're not Amazon trucks. They're cars. Yeah, so I don't know who he delivered or who he bought his parts from, but David, so I better make sure I'm doing this right. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of confusing here, the deliveries, whether it's from me or David or upstairs. Yeah, I think I'll do the G's. 19. So anyway, yeah, I got in the shower and oops, I'm gonna try to get laundry done before we leave at 10:30, and V's Live is at 7, and yeah, so I still need to do my hair, of course. It's soft and wet. I don't do anything with it till it's dry. Laundry done, and Julie is coming over tomorrow. Now we are going to have a pop-up live tomorrow. I don't know what time, whenever she gets here. But we'll do our live at the regular time, 6 a.m. tomorrow. And then we're going to have a taste test live when she gets here. So be on the lookout for that. I think she said about noon, 1 o'clock, my time. So we'll see. I don't know if she has any unboxings that she wants to do or not. She can do those if she wants. I forgot to ask her. So yeah, taste test number 2. And that's from the box that Miss Southern Belle sent us. I guess that's all the G's. Got a few K's here. I think I'll do those. Let's see, what else? So yeah, so today, go to Costco and oh, that's 13. There we go. Oh my gosh, I was watching, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember. Most of you are, I think, but the TV show Cheers, I started watching that, and I used to love that show, and mostly I love music. It's just like I like watching the old Frasier. Now that's funny. I'd rather watch that than Cheers. So I may switch over and watch that. Yeah, I think that's hilarious. But Frasier started on Cheers, and my favorite character on Cheers is Norm. I think he's funny. They gave him some good one-liners. And Carla. The rest of them, I don't think so. Yeah. They were always funny. So, did anybody make purchases today? There's 2 Thomas Kincaids in there that are just beautiful, that are dropping today. Not the one that dropped last week, but this week. The one that dropped last week, you know, it's like, okay, that's okay. But boy, the ones this week are really pretty. I haven't looked at everything that's dropping, but that was brought to my attention, so yeah, I did think those were beautiful. The church and the cottage with the snow. Those will probably sell out. But if they have a big drop, maybe not. I don't know. Depends on all what they have in there. The sides on this are a lot of confetti, or what I consider confetti. And then the middle part, not so much. So I decided, you know, I'm going to do the sides. Get that out of the way. All right, we got the musical note. I will tell you that I'm enjoying this canvas. However, it's kind of hard for me to read a little bit sometimes. So I got my super duper readers on. I miss a lot too, but that's par for the course when it's a lot of confetti like this for me. At least in these smaller ones. Seems like I do better with the bigger canvases with the confetti. Upside down Y. Yeah, really changing colors up here. That's it. I'm just about done with this little section here, so we'll just go ahead and complete it. And then we'll go to our show and tell, see what we got in there. I'm going to be changing up colors a lot, I can tell. Yeah, they're saying no rain here for the next week. Yeah, it's all sun. I don't know the temperatures, but hey Gogo, what's the current temperature?
The current temperature in Salem is 43 degrees.
43. Doesn't feel like it. Feels warmer than that. It's warm in here, I tell you. Ooh, doggy. How many more of those? Alright, now, actually, what I'm going to do, should have done this before. I need this one. There we go. No, that one's 15. Couple more. Plus is 29. 2 of those. Oh, got another one there. We had 3 of those. Got a 2 and a tree. All right, where's the tree at? Washing machine spinning. Oh, where's the tree? Uh-oh, I lost the tree. Oh, there it is, 14. I don't know why. I was looking, my brain was saying green, green. It was orange. There we go. That side done. I've already done the whites in here. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is turn it around. And I'm going to do this side. I usually do the hard parts first. Leave the easy parts. So, there we go. So now we're all set again. Do the other side. Alright, so let's see what we have for show and tell, shall we? I forgot to do my blessings. Oh my gosh, shows where my brain's at. I'm going to get my thing out here. There we go. We're thankful, grateful, and blessed. And today I think I'm going to be grateful, since this just happened, that I am able to get a Social Security check each month. And you know, I realize that, you know, you pay pay into that, you know, for years. Now, I think mine, because my first job where I was taxed, I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken. And I think that was back in 60, let's see. So I think I started there, I worked there, I think I was 14 or 15 when I started. And then I worked there until I could work in the cannery during the summer at 16. And yeah, so then I went from there to the cannery, and then I worked weekends at Kentucky Fried Chicken when the cannery was, when I started back to school, evenings and weekends. Then I went back, and then yeah, because I know I worked there at least 2 summers at Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then I just worked at the canneries until I graduated in 71. And then I worked at the cannery. And then I passed my state test, because you had to take a test back then. And I got hired on with the state, I think it was in August of 71. August or September. Yeah, so, yeah, I've been paying in for a while. What's curious to me is how much you pay in versus how much you get back, you know? Wonder how all that works. Alright, let's see what we have in our show and tell. Or show and share. Denise is up first. And she says, hello, Granny, Ellie, and villagers. Denise M. here. I finished this just now for Veterans Day. It's a 10 by 9, so just a snack size. Poppy Field by Peggy Collins. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? So that would be a 25.9 by 22.8 centimeters. Wow, look at those beautiful colors. Very nice. Okay, let's see what Mike's been up to. He's been out and about. So these are more of the lockers over there across the pond. I have never, at least in Salem and at least the places I go, do I see this stuff. And it sounds like, you know, they have quite a few of those around. You can go to different lockers and whatnot. He's got a couple pictures in here that I can't show. I need to get permission to show them. One is at Horse Guards. So, yeah, I'd like to show that one. Let's see. And then Julie S. My gosh, she just sent this. Julie, Julie, Julie. Okay. Let me bring the pictures up. Alright, we're off and rolling. Because she's got quite a few of them in here. Alright. She says, good morning, Granny and my fellow villagers. I'm working on 5 canvases this month. Not that I'm going to get them all done, but a girl can dream. Attached are pics of what has been done so far on 3 of them. Alright, so this one is Rainbow Dreamcatcher. that I'm making for my doctor. First row done for the first week in November. That's pretty. Okay. Oh, this is the Pertine. First row done for the first week of the DAS UK event. Nice. And, oh, gobble gobble. Turkey for Thanksgiving has about 40 centimeters of 125 centimeters done. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? That's 40 centimeters more than what I got done. Man, that's looking good. I forgot to take pics of the other two. We'll send those in later next week. Hope everyone is well. Hugs to you. Pets to Ellie. Have a perfect day. Julie S. And that is the end of our show and tell. Okay, so I will get permission from Mike to show those other two pics, because it's not just him in the picture. Alright, what do we got for Gab over here? Alright, so this morning, another Julie unboxing, so let's do those first. And that's her Diamond Art Club haul. And Elaine said, the sewing room canvas is going on my wish list. I really enjoyed the showing. The second one is prettier than I thought it was going to be. And Susan D said, these are both really cute. Julie, my cats are the same with flowers and plants. I can't keep any greenery in the house, LOL. Thanks for sharing. And Margie said, both are very cute. Thanks for sharing, Julie. Hugs. Oh, my washing machine's done. I'm going to put you on pause. Okay, closing the dryer. Let's see. What's up next here? I need a new scroller. How many times have I said that? I might have to get my other one out that connects into my computer. This one is super slow. All right, hopefully I got all of those. Okay, up next is Kathy asks, what are you crafting? Jewel said, love seeing the extra crafts that everyone is involved in. I have been so busy lately from the move, so I need to get caught up on the village. Moving. Ugh. I hate moving. Margie, great crafts all. Paula, I love the acrylic paint pour. My daughter uses that method with her tumblers that she creates for her business. Wow, Granny, loving the colors in your knitting project. Thanks for sharing. Hugs. Yeah, slow going, but yeah, I'll get mine done one of these days. Okay, and then Kathy G said, sparkles. Those coloring pages were so bright and cheerful. Paula 2.0. Love, love, love the jewelry and acrylic paintings. Would enjoy seeing a video on you making them. Ooh, there we go. Granny, your knitting stitches and color throw blanket is coming along nicely. Thanks for sharing. And Angela M says, beautiful crafts. Love the colors in your knitting. Thanks for sharing. And scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep that scroller going. Alright, hopefully that's all. I'm tired of scrolling. Up next, Dreamer Designs Unboxing. Snow Much Cuteness. The gift from Julie S. Paula said, the puppy is adorable. Love the color palette. I know. It's beautiful. I can hardly wait to do that one. It's in the stack. I should do the snow ones in the summertime when it's hot. Constance said, very cute, great gift. She looks like a Sandy because of her color. Ooh, that's possible. And Rock the Dot says, too much cuteness. I know, she's so cute. Jenny Liz, love it. I like the names Coco. That'd be a cute name. It kind of looks like a Coco, doesn't it? Miss Lizard, such a cute puppy. I agree with Julie. This one would be great to do when you're wishing for snow. Oh, Julie must have made a comment on that. You know how my brain is. And Northern Sparkle, aka Sparkle. How adorable. Great gift from Julie S. And Margie said, awesome friend mail from Julie. Such a cute puppy. Thanks for sharing. And Angela M said, the puppy is so cute. I love it. Thanks for sharing. Very cute. Oh, here's another one on Kathy asks, what are you crafting? Jenny Liz says, great job, everybody. Okay, back to Snow Much Cuteness. Jules said, adorable. We need to name her. How about Coco? Coco seems to be the popular. I won't name her until we do her because I'll forget. Alright, so now our whip and chat. Sparkles, happy birthday, Levi. Thanks for a great whip and chat, Granny. Such an adorable canvas, and your UK canvas is looking adorable too. Yep, going right along. Margie, happy birthday, Levi. Great Gab. Susan the mouse's face is so cute. I know, I can hardly wait to get to my mouse face. Thanks, Julie, for letting me know the Nikki is archived. No wonder it's not been back in stock, LOL. Well, off to remove it off my wish list. Sad face, LOL. Hugs to all. And Sandra D. Happy birthday, Levi. I hope you have a super fantastic day. And Iona. Well, I love Ellie's secret messages. Everyone's progress and completions. I think I need to rewatch the calendar of events again and write them in my planner, pre-planned calendar, so I can see what I have and if anything fits. Is there going to be a 3-panel event again next year? I finally have one to do, LOL. See you next time. Hugs. Ooh, yes, we do need to get that. Let's see, that goes in this one, I think. Because this one is our notes. Had all kinds of notes in that one. Okay, let's get that in our notes. I expect you guys to remember all this stuff. So we need to have a 3-panel weekend. All right, so it's official. And that was from Iona. Okay, that's her suggestion. Okay, got it in the book. Jules, great schedule. I am still getting settled into my new rental. I am so sad that I have been missing the live. I am still unpacking and trying to work a little. I am so far behind on my diamond painting too. I hope to get caught up on the video soon. I am thankful for my new little place. Ooh, you'll have to tell us about it. So, what state do you live in, Jules? And did you have to move very far? I'm sorry, I just cannot remember. I'm such a bad friend. My brain just doesn't remember everything. Give us the scoop. Angela M. Happy birthday, Levi. Enjoyed the whip and gap. Thanks for sharing. And Leanne says, Patricia B., more kitty videos, please. Thanks for helping them. Kathy G., Granny, I will be joining you doing It's a Bling Thing for the Spangler event. Ooh, let's get our other book out. Better start a new page here. Now, is that the one? Oh my goodness gracious. I always get those two mixed up. I'm just, because I'm a newbie to it. Lorenz. You mean Lorenz on the bling thing. Oh my goodness. All right, January is going to be, I think, do I have it right? Is Lorenz. All right, if you're going to be doing that event, let me know. So yeah, I'm going to be doing it. And I know Julie's going to be doing it. And Kathy G. I can't remember who else. All right. So let me know. We started a new page for January. Okay. And then she said, I did not do Freedom at the Lake for the Chuck-along. I ended up doing and finishing his winter mystery canvas. For the March Chuck-along, I will do Freedom at the Lake. Well, okay, so, but I don't have you marked off. I'm not going to mark down the canvases anymore, just that you're participating. Does that make sense? All right, so, Kathy G. All right, it doesn't matter what canvas. I just wanted to mark you off because we have Angela, Love Runs Deep. Did you finish that? Joan, Autumn Afternoon at Belle Meade. Rebecca and David. I haven't seen them. Loanna. Some of these people I haven't seen for a while. Jules, Red Covered Bridge. I don't think Queen Bee did Cottage by the Sea. I think she got, I think there was something wrong with her wrist at the time. Tracy, Edge of Destiny. Michelle M, Space for Reflection. Kathy C, Red Covered Bridge. Shannon G, I don't know if she participated or not. Jim, I know didn't finish yet. Paula, Home for Dinner. Shining Bright, Moment on Memory Lane. Teresa K, Simply Country. Yeah, so those are some that aren't marked off. You know, we'll keep them in the book even though it's past tense, and you know, you don't need to finish them, you know, just for future. Alright, so I got you marked off. Okay, up next, Miss Bell. Good afternoon, lazy retired granny. I am fixing to make coffee. This is beautiful. Wow, you're amazing at 72 years young. Oh my gosh. Majestic! Yay! Happy birthday, Levi. May your day be filled with sparkle and love, and your day be as special as you are. Great Gab, Granny, lots of love for Ellie, Belly, and the village. And Jewel said, happy birthday, Levi. And Sandra D said, hello, Jim. How you doing? Linda, great Whip and Gab. Love the 2026 schedule. I'm not a planner. I just wing it. That's okay. We're all different. If we weren't all different, oh, it'd be so boring. Sparkles. Yes, you are correct. I bought this for him when I was about 12 years old. Now we're talking about the canvas that she's doing of her dad. And I said, didn't you buy that flannel shirt for him? I thought in my memory that she had said that on one of her whipping chats. He loved the colors. It became his Christmas family get-together shirt. Since last he wore it was 3 days before he passed away. Wow. Kathy G says, happy birthday, Levi. And Miss Bell says, happy birthday, Levi, and many more. All right, let's do a refresh. Oh, that's it? All right. Okay. Oh, boy. I get my pins in my books so I don't lose them. There we go. All right, I'm situated. So, we're going on 6 o'clock, so I should have this uploaded and ready to watch at 8 o'clock when V's Live is over. So I hope to see everybody in V's Live today. Of course, this will be past tense. I did do a reminder yesterday. Okay, now for tomorrow, Sunday, we'll have our regular live at 6 o'clock a.m. and that's my time here in Salem, Oregon, which is Pacific time. And then later on in the day, early afternoon for me, the pop-up live with Julie, and that will be our taste test. So, yeah, I'll check with Julie and see when that's going to be. And I probably won't know till tomorrow. So, yeah, she's at her dad's this weekend. So, on her way back home, she'll stop here. And Ellie's all excited probably to see her. And she can report on Ellie's progress because she hasn't seen Ellie in 2 weeks. So, yeah, her limp is getting better. She's still not jumping on the bed, and that's okay. I'm still trying to come up with a brilliant idea to help her get up on the bed. So, but she doesn't like change, so it makes it extra hard. But with that said, I'm going to let you go. And as always, enjoy God's gifts for today and every day. And make sure you count your blessings. Be blessed. Give blessings. Yeah, have a blessed day. And I'll see you over in V's Live.